Hi everybody, I'm Andrew Coates, author of Angel's Call to War. We are continuing our series on the Taoist numbers used in Oriental medicine to diagnose organ strengths and weaknesses. This information has filtered down from the Tibetans and loosely followed the scholars of Buddhism. The flight of Buddhism fled from Tibet to India and then across to the Orient. So we see similar material in all of these cultures today. Of course, as we discovered previously, numbers and frequency are actually out of this realm. The 8 mountain is a fascinating energy. It is the wife to the number 1, the gatekeeper. We did number 1 at the beginning of this series. 1 is the husband and considered more yang, and the 8 is the wife and considered female and more yin. These are relative terms. The 8 energy shows up in the body initially as part of the first treasure, the lowest of the 3 storehouses of energy. So there's actually, they call them Tai Chis. There's 3 Tai Chis in the body, lower, middle, and upper. It is a reflection of the kidney energy and earth energy. As such, it is a fascinating energy. I often visualize the mountain coming up out of the ocean as a way of grasping the role of this energy. It is accessed through a combination of points. The Yin Jiao, one of the 8 extra channels, uses the acupuncture point of kidney 6 linked with lung 7. After linking with lung 7, with this 8 energy, I usually associate the pericardium 6 point. I think because when the heart is open, the energy flows. If the pericardium isn't open, none of the creative channels work. It's very hard to identify one channel in isolation from another. The emotion and feelings can't engage unless pericardium 6 is open. And without the power, this powerhouse, the Ren channel, which is the creative energy that flows down the front of the body and supports the urogenital, the womb, there is another trigram lake which is associated with this function. So no channel can really be isolated from another, and no trigram works in isolation from itself. So peri 6 is a crucial part for most conditions, actually. 8 is known as the mountain, and I have called it the chess player. It is not so easy to see when someone is calculating and strategic, because they are deft at veiling their endeavour. The chess player type quickly measures another's ability, your worth to them, what you can offer now and in the future. It can be a nurturing energy, and it can be a self-serving energy, and very demanding energetically. Literally demanding the energy of others. They can soak it up. Remember, we are moving into a 12-year cycle starting Feb 25 next year. This new cycle is the chess player, the mountain, the number 8. It will be fascinating indeed to be in a 12-year period of the 8 energy, strategic, chess player, making moves and keeping them veiled. We're in for an interesting time. We've just coming out of the 9 cycle, where everything was very obvious. It was quite childish, really, wasn't it? Quite childish. Now, we move into a conversation in the next part of this presentation between Jack Lumiere and Adi Seiler from the book Angel's Call to War. Interestingly, this conversation took place yesterday when I put this presentation of the 8 together. And the conversation just so happens to follow the stream of the 8. It is all about new technology that is, gathering it on the inner planes and then bringing it forth into this realm. This is exciting stuff, for it's a really cool way to illustrate the 8 energy in full flight.
But that's what we want. You want people to benefit, the ones who are awake to it. So here comes this new device. It's already been made. It's already here. We just put it in the frequency.
We put it in the book.
Yeah.
And but now.
Oh yeah, it's already in the book, and that was before they announced
Fusion.
Yeah. And you talked about that the day before or 3 days before.
Yeah.
To people.
I remember I went in. I rewrote it in the book as having occurred, and then 3 days later the announcement came out by the director of US Energy.
Yeah, that's insane. But if you're to like claim that you did that, no one would believe it. No. You know. You just got to act like it was done after the fact. But
Hey, is that an example? Is that an example of Daniel in the lion's den?
Not getting eaten? Yeah.
No, you know, we going in there, right? We saw what was happening. Went, oh, okay. Well, we need to change this. So, in the face of reality, using dreaming and imagination, see it as done, and
Yeah.
you know, then it was done.
But yeah, that's all we got to do. It's done. It's already done.
You can see it on backpacks like Rocket Man.
Yeah. What I saw was kind of chrome.
Yeah.
Kind of aluminum chrome. It had a kind of a sexy shape to it.
Yeah. I can see people queuing up in their droves. You know, like when Amiga games came out in the 80s? Everyone queued up to go and get those games, right? This is new tech and new thing. So people are queuing up because these things are just so abundant.
Yeah. Yeah, abundant. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's abundant.